Hello, good morning. Let's see. Let's summarize a little bit. So we've been. I don't quite remember what we did last time because it was before the weekend. But anyways, we've been looking at the challenges we're trying to solve is like strict null checking, and this is basically solved using state machines. Yeah, basically solved using state machines, I guess. And that we don't have this big state tree, like this big static state tree, but we rather link things together through dependencies and we instantiate instances, which makes sense. Like TypeScript came from C#, I think. And it's object-oriented, class-based, like it's built for that. And typing in a functional, well, it depends on how you look at it, but typing at least with the single, what's it called? What do we call it? Single state tree is actually quite tricky. We've also been looking into how we couple state and logic, which we're going to look even more at today. We're going to look at the actual sandbox and see how things are split up in Codesandbox today and how we can co-locate everything. Private and public logic, it's basically the private and public keyword for classes. We're also dealing with async race conditions, and there are two ways we're dealing with this. One thing is we're using a state machine. So when the state machine changes its state, whenever it gets a message, it checks if that message is or an event, and the state machine checks if that event is relevant for the current state of the machine. That's one way to deal with it. The other way we deal with it is the ability to dispose. So if we were to what's it called? So I guess. So you don't want to use a state machine for everything. So imagine you have this feature which does a ton of different async stuff. You will kind of have to use a bunch of different states in the state machine, and it becomes unwieldy. It just becomes too big, and like there's a threshold there. It just becomes harder to reason about at some point. And you could argue you have to split up the machine and stuff, but then you start splitting up logic, and you want it co-located. Anyways, so what's a different way to deal with async race conditions in this solution is that we have factories. So when we, for example, create a sandbox, and for some reason that's not valid anymore, some piece of logic disposes of that sandbox, and none of the currently asynchronously running processes will actually be handled, which is what we want. Resetting state is also not an issue here because we don't have this static single state tree anymore. We have these instances which represents the current state, and it's disposed when it's not needed anymore, which means it's basically reset. Yeah, and we're using this editor. It's starting to feel pretty good actually. I really like working with it. Yeah, maybe we can try to discover some new things we want to do with it. Anyways, let us move into some code. So we have, let's see, let me just move this window a little bit. What is this? Oh, this is the actual, there we go, Codesandbox refactors. Let's run the editor. And so this is our current Codesandbox, and it is pretty cool how it looks, I think. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we did want the, oh, there's a bug. Why doesn't it show? So this is connected to the Sandbox API, but for some reason it doesn't show that line. Why doesn't it do that? Maybe we should fix that bug first. because I really just want this tool to work. Oh, and this needs to be type. I wonder how, is there a way to discover this? Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Anyways, so why doesn't it show that line? Because everything's correct here, we're actually injecting it. Interesting. How are we going to figure out why that line isn't drawn? And I did make some fixes to this stuff. Because this is shown 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't make any sense that it doesn't show it. Sandbox API. It could have been like the naming here was wrong, but it's not. Okay, I really want to figure this one out first. So let's dive into the code of the editor. Let's see. So the way it produces these lines between the nodes is in the client, backend, on message, class update. I think this is triggered. And I did make a fix here. Did I actually get the update? Let's see if I can. Chart links. Maybe there was some case I tried to fix a bug, but that might have. Yeah, because I think this needs to also be injector class ID. We need to push it into both of them. But that doesn't really matter. It should have been there anyways. What was this like? So we have to, because here we go, and then we delete the link ID. And then we go in and we, god damn it. This is kind of tricky. The thing is, we also want to support removing the links. And the way this works is that whenever we get an update from a class, we go in and then we just delete all the links related to that class. The problem is, you might be doing something. Oh shit. Oh, this is so mind-bending. Just to create them again, this was when deleting links. So basically, we go in whenever a class node updates, like a file, we look at all the links related to that class ID, and then we delete those links. And then we go through anything that's injected into that class, and then we build the links again. But the thing is, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Let's see why it doesn't do what we expect it to do. So what we expect here is to console.log. We are interested in if class ID equals sandbox. There should be a link there. Console.log message data injectors. Let's just see if it actually has the injector. It doesn't seem to have that. I'm not sure. It might be on just part of the classes. Yeah, I guess so. Because we have class update, but we also have classes, which is like the initial, where are you, classes. This is where it creates. Let's see. This is where it produces the initial classes. There we go. And it has the injector. Wait, now it suddenly worked. Ooh, Is there a race condition here? Ah, this is weird. Because this was the same issue I had. The other one, it wasn't like consistent. Yeah, you see now it's missing on the editor. Ooh. I wonder why that is. Wait. Ugh. Oh my god, where are we? There we are. Why is this happening? Thinking. So, okay, we need to log a little bit here, because I need to know, are we updating any classes? Console.log updating. Is this happening at all? And that's a funny thing, like when we refresh, then it just works. But I think when we started the first time, I think that's when we actually get these updates as well, and that's what's causing the issue. Yeah, exactly. So the first time we fire it up, we get an update on all the files for some reason. And we're actually not supposed to get that, but when I refresh, we don't get those updates. So why do we get those updates? I guess that's the answer. That's the core issue. So let's just keep that, and then we'll try to figure out why the hell is the backend sending a class update. So what it does is that it detects a class change, and this is coming from the file watcher. So maybe we actually get initialize on class change. So this is a file watcher. And why does it trigger a change the first time? We're using Shokidar. Ignore initial. And then, yeah, so I think ignore. There we go. Ignore initial. Is this here? Ignore. True. I guess that's the issue. Okay, let's see now. Whoop. Then it worked. Awesome, we fixed the bug. Okay, great. Let's dive into the sandbox then. Oh, let's remove that console log. Where is it? There. Fix initial load. I'm bad at writing commit messages, really bad. Anyways, so we have our iSandbox DTO. So what I thought we could do is first take a look at, do we have Codesandbox here? Codesandbox client? No. First we could copy over the type for the sandbox. Development, Codesandbox client. And the types for the client is in our common project or package types. Sandbox. Yeah, and we don't really have sandbox, small sandbox, forked sandbox, mini sandbox. Like what the hell? This is such oh my god, this is a typical project where you build things on top. Okay, so there we have our iSandbox DTO and Sandbox API, And what we can do here is, now that we're using folders, we can put this export interface sandbox DTO. Oops. Oh yeah. Ugh. Yeah, we have to. Oof, oh my god. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, and what's interesting about this is that we are using, the reason we have the types in common is because we have other packages that uses the same typing. So what we would do here is that we would, yeah, I'm constantly thinking about how are we actually going to refactor Codesandbox. Because we have to do it, but it's a lot of work. Yeah, anyways, let's just get on with this. And I think I'll just put the types in here, and then what we'll do here is export from types. I think that's a nice way to do things. So you can put the types. Oh, we also have to, yeah. Like that. Okay, so we need module directory, npm registry, permission type, custom template, forked sandbox, sandbox author, forked sandbox, git info. Okay, let's try to do this. Module, and we're going to, is there a better way to do this? Why is it complaining? Use the light bulb. What light bulb? Allow everywhere, whatever. Export, and we should really use the interface here. module DTO. Oh, module error, module correction. Yeah. Yeah, we kind of have to do this. And sorry, some of this, some parts of this stream is going to be a little bit boring because we kind of need to get everything in here. module RDTO. Let's see. Oh, I don't think we need a contributor. module correction DTO. Yes, and then we have directory. And template, that was also one of them. And this is interesting because, yeah, here you go. So template, this is suddenly like it has functions, right? But when it comes from, do we have template, or is this, oh no, template type. Oh, sorry, yes, we don't actually have. But anyways, it's, yeah, template. Yeah, sorry, forget about that. Forget about that. Directory. So this was module. Interface, DTO. Then we have npm registry. Well, you do get insight into a lot of the things that is part of Codesandbox. There's a lot of stuff. And still, I can't remember like why, like interfaces and types are different. Like to me, types just seems like this thing you always want to use because they're more powerful. But interfaces lets you do things like, well, yeah, you can even extend types. And I guess I'm not sure if you can actually implement a type, like class implements. Maybe that's only for interfaces. And you have to use interfaces, well, for classes, class related things. But they're not like nearly as powerful as types, in my experience. But I guess there's a very good reason to have both, and they have different purposes. And I think one of the like interfaces is lazily evaluated, so they're like faster. I'm not sure. If you know that, when and why to use interface and when and why to use type, please let me know, because I'm sure as hell not certain about that. Permission type, where are you? Oh. Here we go. Permission export. Yeah, so this should be T permission type. Then we have custom template. Custom template. Let's copy that over. And this should be an interface, custom template. And then we have, well, let's call it custom template DTO. Now you probably, maybe you know where this is going. So the idea here is that there are like functionality related to a custom template. So you can imagine a few of these things actually being classes, their own nodes in our, are both of them templates? Interesting. So a lot of this stuff is not going to be directly used as a property. We'll actually instantiate classes and pass it in, because that will populate or add functionality to these things. So let's see, Codesandbox. Oh, then we have git info. Oh my god, there's so much typing. Interface. Codesandbox DTO. Custom template DTO. Git info DTO. Let's see if we can find that. Git info. There we have it. Export interface. Git info DTO. Blah 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 blah. I'm not sure if it's worth it going through all these types, but I don't really know where this is leading, so we'll just have to try it out. Well, this was T template type. Was it? No, we have template type as well. Template type. Ooh, a lot of template types. This has to be a type. So yeah, this should be a T template type. Git info DTO. Git info DTO. And this is the nice thing. We're just typing the returned data. And again, like there are solutions that automatically does this. And especially with GraphQL, you really get this out of the box. And we do want to move from REST to GraphQL. And what we did in our solution is that we made the API. So we have these official front-facing APIs that the different nodes can use. But then we have this core API behind there. This is the REST API. Maybe we should even call it that, REST API. And then REST API, and then we have like GraphQL API. Yeah, we should call it REST API. This will probably wreak some havoc because these aren't correct now, but we can fix that quickly. We should really automatically REST API. That was one of them. Then we have Sandbox API. Yeah, but that's the kind of functionality that's like really annoying to implement because it's super complex and it's kind of an edge case. REST API, REST API. It's not annoying, but it's like boring to implement. Where are we? Types. Yes, we have the Sandbox author. What? Oh, what's this? That was something else. Oh, did I move to? Oh, okay. Sandbox author. Oh my god! And then we have badge on top of that. It's never ending, never ending. Export interface sandbox DTO. Okay, cool. So yeah, everything there. I guess it's only the badge that's left now. Badge. Cool. Okay, great. We have all the types now. Export interface badge DTO. Now let's start some real exploration. So now we have all this stuff connected. Let's look at our actual sandbox. Let's close the others. Oh, what's it complaining about? Oh yeah, so we did a quick thing here. We just assigned everything from Sandbox DTO to this class instance, but we're not going to do that because a ton of these properties should be their own class instances because they have related logic to them. And I guess that's what we're going to explore now. Let's see. So let's, how should we do this? Yeah, I think this is okay. So I guess we kind of have to do it like this. I'm not really sure. Yeah, we kind of have to do it like this. This sandbox this ID sandbox DTO. Maybe there's a better way to do this. And it doesn't implement sandbox DTO. So could we do this? We could do this trick. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So ID privacy equals sandbox DTO, because a lot of them we just want to put on the instance. But if we do this, oh, I wonder if, yeah, and then we can say object assign this ID privacy. This is possible to do. So if this was suddenly Boolean, I would get an error, right? No, it doesn't understand that. God damn it. Why doesn't it understand that? That kind of sucks. Because privacy is now this, and we're saying it's a Boolean. Yeah, I wish it actually understood that, but it doesn't. That really, really sucks. Oh my god. Yeah, what's a good way to type this? Because now we kind of have to, if I were to do like this dot privacy equals privacy, now it's wrong, right? Huh. What I do like about this though is that it indicates that we are actually bringing in the data from the sandbox DTO. But it's kind of this ID equals ID. Yeah. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this. Sandbox API types. We're going to look at this thing, and we're just going to go through them, and then we will meet, as you can see here, for example, a module. That's where we're probably going to start. So we have ID, privacy. The next one, well, we have alias, isandbox DTO alias. And then this.alias equals alias. Oh, there has to be a better way to express this. Like with actual typing. Yeah, I'm not sure. Title. Let's just grab everything here first. Title, description, view count, like count, user liked, and then modules. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't really help either. Like, it's better to just do this. I'm a little bit unsure here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just unsure. We have to try something. So let's try title, description. Now the whole point is that, like in a state tree, we would just shove this thing into the state tree and just use it from there, and then the logic related to this will be added somewhere else, which is way less work, right? But the problem is that logic for dealing with that state is decoupled. That's the whole point of what we're doing, is to couple it, and then you kind of get into this kind of situation. And this is just about expressing, like, it's very explicit what we're doing, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I wish there was, maybe we could create like a function that takes, yeah, because object assign did work. So yeah, so what I think we could do is like, yeah, so what we could do, we could say like, so let's imagine we had, yeah, maybe we can write it. Let's do this. This is a fun thing. So populate instance. Okay, so we have this thing called populate instance, where yeah, I guess we don't, where t extends key of this, and then we say keys, and this will be an array of key of this. So we can like pass in different keys that we actually want to populate. And what's going to happen here is that, yeah, and then we're going to say sandbox DTO, and this should be a sandbox DTO. And then yeah, let's just see what happens here. So we are basically going to say keys for each key. And then we're going to say this key equals sandbox DTO key. And this probably gives an error because we don't know if the keys here are inside that one. So maybe it should be the other way around. Can I say can I restrict the key off to be in both this one and this one? That would be interesting. Would that be possible? Extends. Can I like merge? Let's see, is that possible? TypeScript merge to key off. I'm not sure. Key of X and yeah, I can do some crazy stuff. How can I do this? Oh, but this is such an interesting TypeScript thing. So what I want, I have all the keys of Sandbox DTO, and then I want to pick. Can I do something like this? Extends, pick this. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, because it's not like key of type. I'm not sure if this is what I want. TypeScript combine key of adding keys to an existing key of. It sounds like a full constellation of string literally. That is, you want to be able to take the string again and another string. Oh, this is tricky stuff. Maybe I'm just, I really, but this is new territory for me. How would I express this? So I want the keys we pass in here to exist in. Can I just say key of this and key of iSandbox DTO? Is that possible? What does this become? Okay, this. Oh, it becomes any, yeah. That would be weird. I think it's possible to like iterate. Let's see. Let's try to create a type here. Combine keys or something. And then we can say T. So yeah, we have to. Oh, we can't combine generics with. Okay, TU. Go in key of T in U. Can I say that? No. U extends K TK. I can't say that. Let's see. UK extends never. I can't do that either. How do I check if the key is in that thing? It has to be possible. It has to be. Let's see. Maybe that's easier to search for. TypeScript. Check if key in object You can wrap the name in. Key is key of, oh, this is interesting. K is key of you. Oh, okay, I see. This is some special syntax. But I don't think we can use it here. It's only as like a return type. But this is at runtime. I want to do it. This is so annoying because this is what you typically do at runtime. So all the examples and answers are related to runtime. But I want to do this at compile time. Okay, but can I do something like tk key of you? That's also fails. And this one might have a property that's not in this one. So we So this has to be key of Codesandbox DTO. Yeah, we kind of, it needs to be there, but it also needs to be in this. Like, how do we express that? You know, I'm spending more time on this than just explicitly listing it. Maybe it's not worth it. Oh, but it's so intriguing. It's so intriguing. How can I TypeScript type check if key in two objects? Match between two objects. Yes. But this is runtime. TypeScript key in two types. Maybe we should types from both keys. Key of values. Okay, so we are getting I think this K extends. Oh, wait. K extends key of U. There we go. Yeah. So we have the sandbox DTO here, and this is the this. So we're checking. Yeah. So if the key in the sandbox DTO extends the key of the this, then we're actually going to do this, or we're going to say never. What happens now? Nothing happens. Oh, it's still NA. But if I say string here, does it like, what does happen? Oh, it's still NA. What if I just have to see that I have to get it running first, see where it breaks. Oh, it's still any. Why the hell is it still any? What? It's still any. String. What? Why can't I do that? Any? Why does it become any? What? Why the hell does it become any whenever I use an array there? Oh, god damn it. Why the hell does it say any? Well, first let's put back that thing. What the fuck is going on there? Keys any. It can't be any. It's supposed to be a string. Oh wait, sorry. Of course, it's because now it's a string. Well, kind of string. Sorry. Of course it infers whatever I pass in there. And that's not what I want. I don't want this to be an extend thing. I want this to be actually combined keys. Yeah, we actually want to. Okay, but that didn't work. Oh wait, yeah, and then we say key of t. Okay, so that did not seem to work. We're passing in Codesandbox. Oh, this should be never. Does that help? No. Let's see. Oh wait, key of. Does this help? No. What if I don't do this? Oh, that didn't work either. That's... Why didn't that work? I'm just going to restart the TypeScript server if I did something crazy here. Sorry. We aren't doing what we're supposed to do here at all. Why the hell? Oh, do I have to do this maybe? Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I'm getting, but I'm getting way too much stuff there because these aren't actually here. Okay, extend key of view. But then what happens here? Yeah, because then this can't be. Yeah, then that doesn't work. Eek! How does this work? I thought never would. Well, can I do like key of u here? No, that will. But if I. Okay, so now I have an object with never. Let's see. TypeScript exclude never values. Yeah, because we kind of have to do this like again. Key of base. Okay, let's just copy this. Maybe we can integrate it, but sub type, and we basically just want any. We just want to remove the ones that are never. What happens now? Well, does this still have to do key of? No, without the key of? No, that didn't work. God damn it. Because if I don't have the subtype, then it works, right? Or it kind of just gives too much information. Yeah. And if I say subtype, and let's say just string, just to try it, it doesn't actually work. But this returns, yeah, key off. So this shouldn't be key off. Huh. Oh, yeah, maybe that was how we did it. Let's see. So if we do K and then key of T, what happens now? Damn it. And not if I do key of here. No, that doesn't work, does it? No. God damn it. Because the thing is, now we're doing key of pick, base. Oh, maybe that's how you do it. Pick T. Is this how we do it? This is some crazy typing right here. So, yeah. Pick T, key in key of key extends key of U. Then we keep it, or we'll say never. Hey. Oh. String, number, or symbol. Does this help? No. Damn it. This should work, right? Maybe it doesn't. Spending all this time. Oh, god damn it. This is not working. Damn it. But is this even possible? Can you do this? Can you say that, okay, I want the keys where it extends the key of... Let's try that. God damn it. I'm noticing I'm kind of doing something I'm not supposed to do. But let's say we have some keys here. Keys, ID. And then we have this other thing where we pass in something, and then we want to say we only want to pick from T U in key of T where U extends keys. Then we're happy about that, or it's going to be never, and then we say key of T. So if we do type blah other, and then if we say ID string foo string, then what we should have here is a type, yeah, ID string, right? So it picks the thing. This is what we're trying to do. But why doesn't this work? In key of, because here we just extends key of U. Oh, god damn it, but it's working here. Okay, so let's just drop this. Let's do the same thing. Type keys, ID. Extends keys, and let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. So now we should have ID there. Okay, so the problem here is that when we're passing in the keys, it doesn't work. And then, so let's try that. S extends string. Then we say keys. Does it still work? There it still works. So if we do the same here, extend string. And then we say extends U. But then this doesn't quite work. What if... let's just, oh, god damn it. Okay, let's just pass in ID. Then it works. But if I say key of this, well, maybe I can say key of sandbox. Does that help? And then I say string, number, or symbol. Doesn't, I don't care. Hey, we got it. Okay, this is interesting. But if I, so was it because I was using this? Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. So now this is actually working. What it doesn't do though, it doesn't ensure the type. So if I say like Boolean here, it doesn't really care about that. Just say privacy, and then like that just works. But I don't know if we actually need, because we are typing it from the thing we're passing in. Would it be possible to check that as well? Sorry, now I'm really getting into it. Can I do like k extends and then tk extends uk. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait a minute. So we don't do key off here. We do sandbox. Because that should work the same way. And that extends key of u. And then we don't do this thing yet. Just say k. Then we should be back to normal here, right? Yes. And then we check. It does actually tk extends uk. Then we say k or never. Why is this wrong? Oh, I guess never. Can we do that? Okay, so we still have privacy, but if we type this the wrong way, I think it's not there. Oh my god. OMG. This is amazing. This is pretty cool. But we have another issue. Because this doesn't ensure... So, okay, maybe this wasn't worthwhile. Because what happens now is that, first of all, we're not explicitly initializing. So when I do this, typically if we had the right linting here, it would say that, okay, this alias needs to be initialized in the constructor. So I guess this doesn't really work, no matter. Or we could say, okay, I'm so sorry about this. I don't think this is going to work. Like it's cool that you can say this, populate instance, and then you get this matching stuff, but it won't work because we have to explicitly assign to all these properties for the linter and TypeScript to be happy. Or we would have to do like this everywhere. Oh, sorry, not there, but here. We will have to, yeah, I promise you we are actually instantiating this, which is not nice. Not nice at all. But it's kind of cool that we actually made it work. Okay, anyways, I learned something. I'll keep this in the back of my mind. And then we just have to write it out, actually. That sucks. DTO. Privacy. I wonder why I'm not getting the... What was it? We need ID, title, alias. We have alias. It was description. Description. What was the other stuff? Description. Okay, let's just do that, and then we have privacy there as well. And then let's do like modules. That's the exciting thing. So modules shouldn't be, well, we're way over time here. Maybe we should just start doing this next time. But let's set it up. So what we're going to do next time is that we're actually going to create an array of modules. So it will actually be, it will actually be modules. And this is where we're really going to see how our async nature is going to be solved really nicely with factories and disposing them. Yes. Okay, let's just finish this one. This title equals sandbox DTO title this.alias equals alias, this.description equals sandbox DTO description, this.privacy equals sandbox DTO privacy. And then what we're going to do here is that we're going to say this.modules equals sandbox DTO modules, and we're going to map them to this.create module. So let's just add that. The new feature is a module, and it's a factory, and it's going to take constructor. It's going to take a module DTO, module DTO. We're going to get that from our sandbox API, and then we're going to inject that into our sandbox, which means we should have, oh fuck, I forgot to save again. Okay, let's overwrite it and we'll attach it again. And now we have this create module, and yes, so this is what we want. So when we're instantiating in sandbox now, we are, and this is interesting because now we can start like moving stuff around so everything fits nicely together. Anyways, the description should be observable. The modules needs to be observable. Yes, the alias, the title, it's only the ID really. So the point is, now that we have an instance of a module, we have the possibility to do whatever we want with modules, isolate that logic. And if for some reason you were to delete the module while it's talking to VS Code or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like waiting for VS Code or some other async process, it doesn't really matter because we'll just dispose of it. Cool. Or if we are like saving the module and then we're changing the sandbox, then everything is automatically disposed, which is nice. Yes. Oh my god, this was a bad stream. So sorry about that. Or maybe you found it interesting diving into the TypeScript stuff. But yeah, tomorrow we'll properly look into expanding on the sandbox more, and then tie in like module and directory. We'll look at some computed stuff and see how all of this fits together. What's interesting now is that we actually want this module to also use the sandbox API. Hey, what's happening here? Oh, what's happening here? Oh, what the hell? Oh, yeah, something really bad happened there. I have no idea what happened there. Anyways, okay, so we have sandbox API here. We have module. We actually want our module to also use the sandbox API. Let's do something like this. I guess we have to move everything a little bit down. Deployment, get down there, editor, navigator. Yeah, this is also interesting. Like, how do we do this kind of thing? Like, how do we make this visually appealing, or like actually give some value? But anyways, that's it. Yeah, we'll just quit here. Again, sorry for getting stuck in TypeScript, but that's what happens when we do coding. So let's just talk tomorrow and dive more into the actual things we were supposed to dive into. Bye bye.